Okay, guys. So we were doing a walkthrough of the org, right? So we were moving from, you can say, the intro of the Salesforce itself to the intro of the Salesforce org. Okay. So from why we use Salesforce and what exactly will happen once we are using Salesforce, what does it do, right? After all these discussions, now we are moving towards the org, that yes, why the org is necessary. So what control do we get in the org? What configuration do we get in the org? What customization? Customization means development. Okay. Configuration means doing the drag and drop configuration here. Okay. So that's the part we'll be using, and again, configuration and customization. So now we'll be learning a bit more about org here. What does it do at the top level, right? So because at the granular level, everything will be discussed by the topic and by the index we have. So we'll be discussing this index also, right? For admins, this is the index we have. This has different sections and everything that we'll be discussing very deep. But first thing, let's walk through the org. That's very much important because then you'll be having a bit idea what is what, right? Then we'll be diving it into different topics. Okay. So we talked about applications. Okay. We talked about backend. Okay. So let me open again backend so that you guys can see. Okay. This is the single tab we are using, and every time you'll be using this Salesforce application over the browser only. Okay. So there is no issue for update or anything. All you can say people will be using the latest updated version. Okay, because that is web based application. Okay. Um, so you don't have anything installed in your computer as Salesforce application. This is web based. So your browser is browsing the latest basically version. Okay. Now, so this is front end. That's how your users will be seeing apart from this button. Okay, and maybe some things more once you will be restricting them. Okay, it is possible some of the buttons are not visible to some of the users, but visible to other users, kind of thing. That control you get as admin to provide all the access level to all the users that we talked about. So before diving into users, let's talk about the org itself, right? Because if there is a org, this must be having some initial configuration, right? On which the base is created. Okay. So yes, obviously once someone is purchasing, okay, Salesforce org, it has basic information. Okay. So related to license, related to primary user, related to your language and all settings, those are done initially. Okay, once the org is created. So this is free org, so you just go there and register, right? But once the production is purchased by any organization, okay, by paying Salesforce, then proper information is put there just like this. Okay, that we are going to see, and it is like that there also, right? Now, so where you can see all the settings, all the configurations is related stuff, or all the stuff related to your setup or configuration, where you can see this would be your home. Okay. So first, what you need to do, you need to go to setup that you already have seen to go into the backend. Okay. Then in home, you will be having a search bar, and that's what you will be carrying everything. Okay. So if you see here, you have a lot of options here. Okay. If you want for browsing purpose, you can do that. You can go into any, you can say, particular uh, section and browse through. That's up to you, not an issue. Okay, you can go through and browse through, but it's a lot, it's carrying a lot of things. Okay, it's like, it's like an ocean, I told you, right? So admins and developers also, what they need to do, they need to memorize those options. Okay, so those are obviously matching with your purpose also, like just like for users you will be typing down users here. Okay, but some of the keywords you need to memorize. Okay, and obviously once you are using them day by day, okay, so you will be having them handy. Okay, so that's not an issue. This is the first thing, as you can see, Salesforce admin developers you need to do. Okay, so like I'll be telling you all the names here, you just need to simply type your names. You'll be finding every options. Okay, just like now I need to see the information about the org. So where you'll be finding this, that would be into the company information. Okay, company information. Okay, so what you get there in the company settings, in the into the calendar setting, okay, you get company information. So obviously we don't remember all these options where you will be finding and everything. We just remember this, you can say, particular option where we need to go, and you just type it, it will be highlighted like this. Okay, and yes, Salesforce is working on this to make it more visually appealing. Okay, but Salesforce company I'm talking about, okay, says it is like an ocean. Okay, and they are working a bit by bit. Okay, so they will be improving it. So how they improve it? They have 3 releases per week. Okay, so that we also will be talking about. Okay, so our trailer and everything, we'll talk about it. The ecosystem, Salesforce ecosystem we are talking about, right? Then we'll dive into technology. Now, this is the company information that you have. Okay, means your information about your organization. Okay, organization, you Salesforce calls it your company, because it will be handling to totally your company information, company processes and everything. Okay, now here you have organization name. Okay, and then you have basically phone, fax, everything related to that primary owner. Okay, primary owner means whoever is purchasing kind of owner of the org. Okay, so that's what right now. If you are creating the org, you are having it in some organizations. There will be one contact person. Okay, POC. Then you have all the information here also related to your local time zone and everything. Okay, then here you are having API request and everything. So this you will be required a lot. Okay, once we'll be diving into, you can say, in deep, then you'll be having these options discussed. Okay, so we'll be discussing, and this is the ID that you get as organization ID. Okay, so organization ID will be unique ID dedicated to your org. Okay, so once you will be having any support required from Salesforce, or you will be uh, contacting to Salesforce, okay, Salesforce company, then you will be providing this ID to them, and that's how they will be able to recognize which org you are using. Okay, then what edition you are having here? See, this is developer edition. Okay, once you are having production, it will be saying production. Okay, and once you are having sandbox, it will be telling sandbox. Okay, and this is the instance. It tells a lot. Okay, so like, where your data is stored and everything, what particular storage you are using, either it is AWS or Hyperforce and everything. So that we'll talk about later. That's deep into technology. Okay, now in the second section you get user licenses. Okay, so here you can see all the licenses available for you. Okay, just like any product you purchase, any SaaS product you purchase. Okay, you get licenses, means that's how Salesforce gets paid. Okay, so whatever you are doing here, that can be done using other entities, but license is something that is provided by Salesforce to basically calculate the expenditure, and to get them paid and all, right? So obviously once you purchase the uh, licenses, you pay Salesforce, okay, per license. So that's how this helps in billing and everything, and this is the first level of you can say access that is given by license. So per license there is restriction of the features. Okay, so if you are having like, this is the premium license, means it can be given all the access. Okay, it is having access of all the features, and it's up to you. If you assign this license to some user, you can give all the access to that particular user, because your user who or whoever is admin and developers also, they will be having this particular license. Okay, so in free or you get 2 licenses. Okay, and right now we have used 2, I guess, and we don't have any left. Okay, so for now this is the scenario of this you can say license. Okay, then we have a lot of other licenses also. Okay, so everyone is having uh, limitations on their feature access. Okay, and special purpose also, right? So here you can see the license information, and that time to time we'll be discussing what license you need to assign to someone, what it can do, and all right. But this is the license that can have all the access, Salesforce itself. Okay. Apart from that, every license will be having some kind of restrictions. Okay. Now, second thing, you are having permission set licenses. So it is all based on, like, you'll be creating permissions. So for that, you get licenses. Don't worry about it. That we'll be discussing later. Once there will be security part, we'll be discussing related to permission set profiles and everything. Okay. Feature licenses, extra features. If Salesforce org is carrying extra features, those licenses it is asking for you. Okay. And then user based entitlement means what is your org entitled to use, and basically if you want to enhance the entitlement means, consider you have this API request limit per month, right? So every instance is having different means this org is having that many, okay, many professional version, professional version may be having different, enterprise may be having different. Okay, so a lot of additions are there. Okay, of Salesforce, just like premium, premium plus, pro plus, like that you see, right? Same thing here also. So according to the organization need, they purchase the instances. Rates are also basically proportional, right? So according to your need, you choose the instance, okay, and then according to that instance, all these user-based entitlements are there, right? So like there will be some mass mailing options also. You have a lot of list here. See more, go to list 17 and everything. So you have a lot of options here. Like I'll show you some familiar. Queries. There should be some you can say emailing, you can say restrictions means in the free dev org you get limited, I think, 100 emails or something like that. Okay, so we'll be having those documented. Okay, but that kind of restrictions of the org you will be getting here. Okay, because these eventually will be using the resources. Okay, it's like API request, so it will be using API servers and everything, right? So these are limited to these numbers. Okay, and how many you have consumed and everything, that you will be seeing here. What is your uh, uh, authorized limit, and how many you have consumed and everything. So
I have a
yeah.
question.
Yes, yes, please
You
ask.
mentioned the usage-based entitlements, right? So is it related to like a pay and use go like that, or how it is?
Yes. Like consider this API request limit per month. Okay,
Okay.
let's talk about this feature. So this is like API request made, okay, into your Salesforce org would be limited to this number, correct? For month, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Consider that's the utilization your org is having, and it is satisfied with that, right? So you don't have to purchase more. So only one thing, that this org that we are using right now, it's a free org, right? So it will be having minimum numbers here, okay? Minimum for each and everything, okay? Just like this license you get here, this you get two, right? For a special purpose to test out everything here, okay? But
Yeah.
in any sandbox also you get five minimum, okay? And production you can have how many you want, because you are paying for it. Okay, so here whatever you can say limitations you are getting, those are minimum just for your testing purpose. You get storage, very very low storage also, so that you can use this or for your what you say, like commercial purpose, right? Consider you say like I know everything and there's no restriction or any feature, right? You start using this or for your company, for any small company, right? Correct, that's a possibility, right?
Yeah.
but
Yes.
but you cannot do that, because here you get very low storage, right? I'll show you the storage also. Okay. So ultimately you need to store records, right? And records consume memory, correct? So storage access, Salesforce gives you that much only, so that you can test only, right? And you cannot use this or for commercial purpose. Why? Because this R is meant for training purpose, not for the commercial purpose. If you want to use Salesforce commercially, you need to purchase it, correct? That's why
Yes.
you get here everything minimum, but you get here everything so that you can test everything. But yes, you cannot misuse those. You can abuse the use, correct? So that
Yes.
you are not ripping apart Salesforce and using these free hours for commercial purpose, right? So if you want, consider you have current org and it is having this limit, and your organization says no, 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 I need more. You can say limit here because my API calls are increasing, correct? Consider you have integrated with a new system and your API calls are increasing, right? Then you can just reach out to Salesforce and tell them, okay, I need to increase my API request limit per month. Okay. So they'll be saying, okay, okay, so that would be extra that much, that dollar. Okay. You will be saying, okay, yes, just make the transaction and your API limit will be increased by the Salesforce. And they will be just having your organization ID. They will be doing PO and everything. Means the total process is there, right? There will be a dedicated person to the organization who will be purchasing the Salesforce org. Okay. If you have any issue, anything, you can reach out to them. Okay. To that particular POC, means point of contact, Salesforce will be providing to you, and just like a relationship manager, right? And he will be taking care of every, you can say, grievance that you will be having, okay, or any support you will be needing. You get premium support of Salesforce also along with the org. Okay, if you face any issue related to the org, you can just reach out to Salesforce company itself. Okay, they provide support along with the you can say org also, or features they provide supports also. Sometimes admins also need to reach out to them related to some feature because they have all the information, right? And they have trained people there also. So that's how your org is having service also, and all these features that you get here, user based entitlement, they can be increased. Okay, you'll be getting a base limit here, and on top of that, if you want some limits to be increased, you can just reach out to Salesforce, bargain the price and everything, and you can get it increased. Got it?
Okay. So this API request covers both the internal plus external, or only the internal APIs which we develop.
External means,
So we're using a third-party APIs inside, invoking a third-party APIs.
yeah, obviously, like even if you are using third-party API also, if your system is being called, right? If consider you are using a middleware, right?
Yeah.
And that middleware is calling Salesforce, then your once it is calling, then one API will be consumed. Right? Just like if you see this org is running, okay, and it is having right now 27 API consumed. I mean, I have not even logged in, right? But we have this integrated with some of I don't know, some of the systems. I've been using this org for long. Okay, so once your Salesforce is called, okay, Salesforce is called, then it will be consumed. Okay, if you are using for other calls, you are using middleware, and middleware is taking care of all other calls, then it will not be consumed here. Okay, only when the third party or any middleware will be calling Salesforce, then it will be consumed. We'll talk about that in the integration section. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
So like you have a lot of things here, right? So just go there and read it. Why I'm telling you this one, guys, just walk through. Not only here, once we are doing it, okay, you need to go there in the company information and check it out. Okay, what other information is there, because it is possible I will not cover this point. It's possible because Salesforce is not that much small if you are thinking so. Okay, this is like ocean. Okay, it's still, there is a lot of things to cover. You should consider there are admins only and there are developers also, right? So if a job can be there for admins only, right, means a part of Salesforce, right? So it's not that much basically a small application. Okay, once you will be starting learning, okay, then you'll be seeing how big it is. Okay, so it is covering every line, okay, and it will be happening. I'll be telling you that here you will be finding this information. You need to read it out, okay, and this will be increasing with time. Once we'll be reaching till integration in the development, first we'll be having admins stuff, then we'll be having development, then we'll be having integration. Okay, there you need to create your own document and read your own document, right? So start reading it out, see what things are there. If you are not getting it, that's fine, just note it down. If you want to ask something, that should be fine also. Okay, otherwise whatever we are telling here, that you should be knowing at least, and then later will be enhancing those, you can say, technical part more in the sessions. Okay, so just walk through and see what things are there. Okay, it's not necessary to know everything, but just walk through. Okay, because it's not possible for anyone to know everything in the Salesforce. Someone is raising hand. Uh, okay. Okay. So this is company information. Here you get information related to your org. Okay, what it is having, what limits and everything, what license it is having, and what is consumed, what licenses are consumed, everything. Okay, that you get here. Okay. Now storage, here you see, here you get the storage information here. Okay, that's what you see. Only you get 5 MB. Okay, so Salesforce is not full. He will not provide you all feature enabled or and memory as well. So you start using for a small organization for free. Okay, that's not possible. So you get only 5 MB and around 3 KB, three or I think around 3 KB is used for single record. So just calculate how many records you can create, and that would not be what you say uh, sufficient to basically use this org for your commercial purpose. Okay, so don't think that you can use it for any organization for testing purpose. The small you can say means application. How much big you want to use, you can use it, but you cannot store data into it. If you cannot store data into it, that's not useful. Right? So file storage means media, whatever media you will be storing, you get 20 MB only here. Okay. And then big object, that's different thing. You'll be getting first you need to know object, then big object, everything. Then we'll be talking about. Okay. So here you get the storage, here you get the consumption. Okay. So here you see I have consumed that many. Okay. And if it is giving you total, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yes, here you see that much I have already used. Okay. That's the percentage of every, you can say, object data. How much? So I have 51 records and I am consuming 102 KB. I think around 2 or something KB, the like that it is used here. Okay. Yeah, 2 KB, I guess. Okay. So here you see all those how many records are there and how much data is consumed. You can get that information here. Okay. So storage information, file storage, what media you are storing, and how much it is being consumed, and that you get here. Big object we talked about that we'll talk about later. That's what we discussed. Okay. Now user wise data, what user is using, what much data that you are getting here, because I'm admin, that's why basically I am having it here. Okay. Now if you see here, all these underlined things are links. Okay. If I will be clicking on this, I will be redirected to some other page, and in this case this is user. Okay. So if I will be clicking on this, I will be redirected to this user. Okay. So I can redirect from here also, and I can redirect from users tab also, from here also, right? You can search it from here users, or you can go here, find this user, and then you can see it. Otherwise you have this link here also. You see it is changing to that what to say, like cursor is changing, so it is link. Okay. So this is Salesforce classic view. So there is two things, Salesforce classic and Salesforce lightning, that will be talking about later also. But here you see this is storage, user wise storage. Okay. Top user file storage. So that's here you can basically monitor the storage here. Okay. Now if you see, if you click on this user, okay, now you see this, here you see the user wise data. Again, here you see the user wise data, not the user itself. Okay. User wise data. Okay. And that the information, this information is filtered by the user. Okay. Whatever user you are in, filtered by the user, how many record is created by this user and others here also, right? That's what you are going to see here in the storage. So company information and storage about the org. Okay. These too many sorry, these two things are very important, you can say, features here for the org, you can say, review. Okay. Now the next thing would be, any question on this one, guys? Let's wrap this topic and then we're moving to others.
So, Abhishek, this usage will be different from org to org, right? In real-time scenarios.
Obviously. because the users records will be very specific, right, to the org.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you are talking about storage limit,
Storage.
right?
Yeah.
Not the
Storage limit.
storage. Okay. Let me tell you that way. Once you purchase the org, right? So along with that, you get a base storage. Okay. So base storage means just like for this org, I am getting 5 MB for data storage. Correct. Just like that, for production, you will be getting something like I get. So there is a default storage for that. Okay.
Mhm.
So you get that edition wise. Like, there are editions, ultimate edition. Okay. There are essential, there is
Okay.
professional, there is enterprise. Okay, these many editions are there, I guess. Okay, so per edition you get base storage. Okay, file, data, and big object. Base storage with every edition. Okay, now same thing. If you want to extend your storage, you can purchase extra storage from Salesforce, right there also, or even if you want later to be increased, that also you can increase. Okay, so I have seen storage till 1 terabyte also, right? But 1 terabyte is not not a base storage for any of the orgs. Okay, so obviously whoever is purchasing, they get the storage purchase extra storage you can get with the org, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for every edition, there is a base storage. Okay, and then on top of that, you can purchase more storage. Okay. Any other question, guys? Anyone? Okay. 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 Now let's talk about user, because you see me working here, okay, and I am seeing everything. But so, like, is it be same for other users also? The answer already known by you, I guess. It's not, right? So there are different category of users having different level of access. Okay, so here you see this is the setting, means this is personal setting, means your personal setting. Whoever is the user here, they can go and change their personal settings. Okay, so here you get personal settings, so that will be accessible for all users. So here I'm getting personal settings. So one by one we'll be talking about it later. Okay, here you get a small setting, quick find system. Okay, here you can find it. But the main settings where you get users control is this. Either you type it down user here, okay, like this, and this is the option what you need to select here. Okay, and here you get all the information related to users in the right now. Okay, so we'll be having user management as our topic. We'll be discussing index today if we have time. Okay, we have a lot to discuss, but we'll try to see. Anyway, in-depth discussion will be there. Okay, either today or next session. But yeah, so this is user. You can say option here. We do user management, right? Related to user management. If you need to create a new user in your org, you can create a new user. You want to freeze any existing user, you can freeze existing user and everything, right? So all you can say control you get here. Now you see this is my user, right? So by default, a user will be created here. Like, this user, apart from this user, by default, you get these 4 users created for you. Okay. Why is that? I'll tell you later. Why is that and everything. But yes, these 4 users you get it created. Okay. Apart from this one. Okay. This one is created by me. So here you get any user created. Now, if you open any user, okay, you see here you basically allot licenses and everything. Let it open. Okay. Now here you allot licenses. Okay. So now you see I have allotted the Salesforce license. Okay. And here you get all the licenses available. Everything will be discussing in deep, guys. Just walking you through it. Okay. Now you see here we get all the licenses covered. So based on the licenses, you will be getting your profile selected here. Okay. So like that. Okay. So for sales, because you can give any profile. Profiles are the level of access. Okay, level of, just consider level of access. This is a big topic, profiles. Okay, but right now this should be in your mind only that this is level of access what you have. This is the top level access, system admin. Okay, then once you change the license, okay, maybe this one. Okay, then you see on you are getting only one license. Okay, because this one is restricted license. So this only this you can say uh, feature you can feature or permission level you can assign to it. Okay, maybe some should be having one or two integration. You see, two profiles. So that's how you can say license and profiles are collected. So here you'll be assigning those, and based on this, users will be having the access over the org to see things, to edit things, to create, delete things. Every access you can give using these profiles. Okay, but the configuration will be done by admins only into these profiles. Level of access will be provided by admins into these profiles. So profiles will be configured by admins, and eventually that profile will be assigned to users. Those users will be mostly working in the front end, but in front end also you will be controlling what they will be seeing. Okay, just like in any organization, every file, if we talk about offline, every file is not accessible by everyone, right? There are level of, you can say, there is designation, there is total hierarchy, right? Based on that hierarchy only, people will be able to access the information of the org, because the org will be containing all the information, right? Now, just like your organization are having different files. Files means I'm talking about hardware, right? Like those offline document, right? So, but just like because you yourself working there, right? You cannot access all the files. Those are meant for CEO, right? Same way you have control here also, right? Like you are not allowed to go there in server room if any organization is having server room. Okay, only IT admins can go there. Same way you can restrict a tab, restrict you can say some front end area where users cannot visit. Some users cannot visit, only specific users can visit. All the control you will be having here. Okay, that's called user control here. Okay, security. That user control is part of user access level control is part of security. Okay, so we have different parts. We have security and access. Okay, Cisco security and access, right? Then you are having, look, Salesforce additions and everything. Then we'll be talking about, we'll be giving you document on this also. Okay, so for each and everything you get documents. Okay, it's not like we'll be just talking about it and you will be getting those seen in the video again. If you want to revise it, no, not like that. You'll be getting a written document for each and every, you can say, thing, right? See, here you'll be having for related to every topic. You'll be having document. Like if I have, I'm not sure about additions, right? So you have this document. Everything is mentioned here. Okay, what you get with that addition, everything. Okay, this information you will find in your internet also. I'll tell you how to browse, but eventually you need some document that will be having collected information, right? So you don't have to search it. Now you see, essential, professional, enterprise, unlimited. Okay, so these are the additions you get there to purchase. Okay, so what they are having base, you can say limits like in essential API access limited. Okay, professional access, you don't get any API access. You can say what is it, like restricted everything here. Okay, here objects, automation, basic things are mentioned here, but they have a lot of configuration, right? So same way, this is all the documents for each and every topic that we will be discussing. You'll be getting here. Okay, so that's how our sessions will be going forward. Okay, so that once you need to revise it, you just need to go to the particular document. Nomenclature is with the you can say topic and feature, and that's how you'll be able to access those documents. Okay, we have all the documents here. Okay, we talk about documents related to all the topics here. Okay, so that's how we'll be moving forward. So what I was telling you, access level. Okay, security. So that's how the security part is managed by uh, admins itself. Okay. Okay. Now, so users creation and related to login issue and everything, anything comes up, that is handled by admin. Okay. So that's called security. Any top level question on these guys? Like if you want to know about how I can do what, that's later part. But what it is, if you want to ask, that should be fine. Any question on this one? users, like if you need to know about it, like why users are there, what I think you might be having same idea. Every you can say software is having users for it, right? And here you get all the information. We'll be discussing all this information, okay? You don't have to worry about it, but you get all the information here, okay? What the permissions and everything. Yep. Someone is asking, guys. Okay. Okay, no worries. Now, so this is user control here, okay? Now, Salesforce is having two views actually. So this is what you are seeing is Lightning, okay? So Salesforce is basically in 1999, I guess Salesforce was released and everything, right? So at that time, these much front-end technologies were not there. So this was like you can say older UI was there, right? So later Salesforce enhanced the UI and they call it Lightning. Okay, and there's a classic version also. If you want to see it, just click here. Okay. Later they are going to kind of stop Salesforce Classic, but right now you get option here. See, switch to Salesforce Classic. So that's how when Salesforce was released, it was looking like okay. Later they have changed the UI to modern UI, right? And that's what they call Lightning. So now all the organizations are preferring Lightning version, but organizations those are using older, you can say, uh, they are using Salesforce for long. They are using still classic version. Okay, so a lot of things are different from classic and Lightning version. Okay, but since you are starting, you should be knowing that there are two what we say like versions. Okay, so this is classic version. Here you get this kind of view, right? You have setup. So there you have setup also. Here we have setup also, right? You see. So this is the view of classic version. It's bit slow also. So classic version is slow also, and Salesforce Lightning version is fast. That's what it says. Okay, that's how. So you have this. You can say setup here. Okay, so here also you'll be finding everything like this. Okay, user. So that's all. This is classic version. We are not going to cover it. Okay, we'll be working on Lightning, the latest thing that every organizations are asking. But still, some organizations are there. Those are working classic. But anyway, once you will be having knowledge of, you can say most of the things here, so you will be able to differentiate. Like, okay, yes, this is basically this feature will be looking same in classic, where I'll be finding and everything. Okay, so that won't be any tougher, right? So I have worked very less time on the classic. So even then also the important thing I can access here also. If it is required, obviously all the further updates, all the further enhancement by Salesforce over the Salesforce application will be given to Salesforce Lightning only, not to the classic. They have stopped the enhancement of classic already a long time ago. Okay. Now, later they will be retiring the classic version also. But yes, there is classic version. Okay. So that's how the classic version looks like. Here you get all the. We are not going to anyway discuss this. You can say classic version, but that's how you see it. Okay. So here you have like see these are the applications and everything, all tabs and everything. It's just you can say older UI, right? But in the modern UI, you get a lot of things. You have modern frameworks also and everything. So that's how it will be like. From classic to Lightning. If you want to switch, you can switch from here also, right? So Lightning and Classic, there are two UI versions. Data and everything will be remaining same. If you want to access from Classic, you can do that, but some features will be restricted. Like if you'll be using LWC and all, right, then it would be basically tough to access that there in the Classic. Okay, so that's how things in the Classic can be accessed in the Lightning, but modern things in the Lightning cannot be accessed in the Classic. Okay, it's not about data I'm talking about, it's about the features, like UI features and everything. So that's how we have two, Classic and Lightning. Okay, now let's talk about Salesforce ecosystem. Okay, So that's the org you are having. And now we already anyone is asking, guys? I think someone is on mute. Unmute. Anyone, any question, guys? Okay. Now we were about to talk about the Salesforce ecosystem, right? So Salesforce ecosystem means you get the org, but a lot of support you get for this org also, right? Because this is a big application, big code, right? That you need to what is it like develop, configure, and everything. But doing that, you need to have a lot of information, lot of discussion as access there, okay, a lot of support also. So you get that by the Salesforce ecosystem, okay. So just like that you can say session we talked about applications, you already know that, like you have what you say, like application installed here, okay, from app exchange, okay. So app exchange is the app market, kind of app market for you, right? So from here you can go there, okay, like app exchange. So app exchange is the app market here, okay. So here you'll be getting all kind of applications, Salesforce applications built in the Salesforce, packaged, reviewed by Salesforce, and released here, okay. So you can easily access those, okay, and basically use it, whichever is free and whichever you like, you can pay and use it also, right? So those some premium stuff. Once you'll be learning, you'll be knowing what is premium, what is easily developed, you can say entity. You can differentiate very easily, right? And then later, based on that, you can give recommendation to your organization. Okay, it is good to purchase this application on this price, or I can develop it, we should be developing it and all. So that's how you consult your client, right? So consultation will be there, okay. So a lot of things are there, like if you say very you can say very famous companies are here also. If you might have known about DocuSign, right? So DocuSign is basically electronic signature and all managed by this DocuSign, right? So you see, DocuSign has also developed Salesforce application because people are using so much into you can say Salesforce DocuSign that they have to develop this application, right? Same way, you'll be having a lot of applications here, like what can I name? Uh, Outlook integration, okay, and Outlook email office and everything. Outlook, might have known, right? And you have LinkedIn also, right? I don't know the name exactly. Yeah, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, okay. So that's created by LinkedIn itself, okay, by LinkedIn. So now Salesforce is that much you can say popular that LinkedIn has to create a separate application for Salesforce. So inside Salesforce, you can access all of the LinkedIn. Here you see, you just go there and visit this, you can say, application. See this video, you'll be able to tell the you can say difference about the standard UI of LinkedIn. But inside Salesforce also you can use the LinkedIn. Okay, for every record, just like if you are there in your contact, okay, contact, and there just simply once you'll be opening any contact, and here you'll be getting basically LinkedIn and everything you can say integrated, okay. And you can simply use LinkedIn for this contact or whatever way you want to use it, okay. So that's how LinkedIn has created this Salesforce application, so that you can use LinkedIn inside Salesforce, okay. Just like this, you have a lot of applications, okay, but this is paid usage because LinkedIn is premium you can say software, right? So and companies are paying also. Recently, one client was asking for it. Okay, so that's how basically I know also that we are using it. Okay, so that's you can say how your app exchange works. Okay, and it's a big support for every solution. You don't have to go development. Okay, So it will save a lot of times. A lot of free solutions are there. Okay, so you can get them, you can use it, and basically be happy. It's not like that, you know, you are using it, it does not have any reliability or something like that. Today it is working, tomorrow it will not working. No, Salesforce will be taking care of that all things. Okay, that's what you can say the uh, you can say app exchange is for. Okay, so that it maintains the continuity and confidence. Okay, so this is app exchange. Now let's talk about Salesforce learning also, right? So as who are beginner, okay, they will be using Trailhead, and who are already you can say aware of Salesforce, they might be already having that Trailhead, you can say, account, right? And it is kind of mandatory also, right? Because once you'll be having Trailhead account, then only you can have Salesforce certifications. Okay, so Trailhead is learning academy kind of thing. Okay, so you need to go there and by any Salesforce org, if you are having at least one Salesforce org, just create a account here. Okay, so here you will be having this account created here. Again, once you have this account created here you will be getting all things to learn. Okay, so like you can practice and everything. Okay, it is logging in directly automatically for some org, right? But here you'll be getting all topics, means everything related to Salesforce. If you want to learn here, you'll be getting here. Okay. So this is official Salesforce, you can say, site or tool to learn Salesforce. Consider you want to manage the profiles. Okay. So profile management. Sorry. Yeah. See, user management. Inside it, you'll be getting everything. Okay, add new users. So if you go there, it will be telling you everything related, every step. Means I have not seen any document like this. Okay, and this is having a lot of features also. Like, you know, once you'll be having what a user, everything, you just read it out. Okay, everything you do here, and at the last you'll be getting either of two things. Either you'll be getting you can say multiple choice questions, or you'll be getting this kind of challenge. Okay. Sorry. And you, whatever is written in this challenge, okay, you see, I'll show you how to do it once we are done with the technical part and everything. Once you are ready to do it, okay. Or if someone wants, they can you know, start it right now and just keep doing it as soon as we are learning. Okay. So here you need to perform all this stuff over the or, in which or that you will be setting here. Okay, so first you need to create a playground, means it's a or. Okay, you can use your or here also. In the or, you need to basically perform the same thing that is mentioned here, and then you will be getting here a box here saying check it. Okay, so once you'll be doing it in that particular org where you'll be performing that, these are steps, this trailhead will be checking if you have performed it correctly or not. Okay, and if all the test cases will be passing, means it will be checking that yes, these steps are done there, and whatever you have learned is correct in your org, then automatically it will be giving you those points, 500 or something like that. Okay, for one challenge, and those points will be added to your profile. Okay. Like, see, I am not having it. See, 0 by just 0 point. So based on that, you'll be having your rank here also and everything. And some companies see that also. Okay, how long you have been using Trailhead and what points you have, right? So you see 500 points. I'll be getting 500 points. If I just what I need to do, I can create a user. Okay, so I just need to create a playground here. Okay, click on it. A playground will be created. It will take some time, 5 6 minutes maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, then on that particular playground, I can just open that playground. Same org will be open, means not same this org, and org, same kind of org will be open. Okay, that will be different org. Okay, that we call it playground here. Okay, and in that particular org, you'll be performing this step, means you'll be creating only one user, and then you'll be coming here and you'll be clicking on check it. Okay, and if the user is created fine and everything in your org, it will be giving you 500 points. So practical thing, every practical you would be doing, using this Trailhead. So this is amazing website for as a learning tool. I would say it's amazing. I did here also, and you guys will be doing it also, right? So whatever practice you want to do here, you can do here. You can say it has everything 0 to 1 means if you want to learn easiest to easiest thing, it is there also. If you want to learn toughest to toughest thing, that's also here also. Okay. So if there is any new feature or something like that, guys, okay, we also come here as you can say experienced developers also. We come here and we learn that thing. Okay. If any new things are there, then we implement it wherever we want it. Okay. Now if you see, this is the playground that has been created. Now if I close it, okay, closing my or, okay, or not like that, okay, I will be having it separate. And here you see launch. Now if I will be launching this org that has been created, this is also an org. Okay, this org that has been created will be opened here. Okay, now here I just need to perform some. This would be like your you can say new org, right? I just need to go there in the setup and just need to create a new user, just like it is telling me. Okay, like in quick find box, enter users. Okay, go there, let it open. Okay, and go to setup quick find box, enter user, then click on user, and you see, click on new user. Maintenance slow, okay, click on new user, and so just you need to follow whatever it is saying. Okay, that's how you'll be doing it. I'm not going to create a user there. Okay, but I'm telling you, and then you fill out the information. It is telling you that particular information also. You just need to copy paste here, and that's how you'll be learning. Okay, what access you need to give and everything, so you can learn everything here. And after that, you just need to come here and check it. Okay, check challenge to earn 500 points. But right now I have not created it, so it will be telling me that point is not earned and everything, right? But once you'll be doing it, you can earn it. That's how your trailhead is working. Okay, so right now whatever I'm telling you, if you guys are interested, you can go there and create an account and start, you can say, learning about it. Okay, now you see it is not created. I know it is not created because I have not created it. Okay, so that was trailhead. And obviously once you'll be creating or go and create trailhead as soon as possible, because if even if you are not learning it, create it. Okay, later you will be having that trailhead connected to your certifications. Okay, so there is website also where you need to create account to earn the certifications also, right? Once you learn Salesforce, you are ready for certifications, you need to register for the exam. You need to pass the exam, and then you'll be getting the certifications. That particular certification will be attached to your Salesforce this trailhead org. Okay, then that will be visible to all the users. You can post it in LinkedIn and everything. But yes, that would be specific to your trailhead org. Okay, and there will be a web SSR account that will be telling later once we are finished with the technical part and everything. So you'll be needing that then only. Okay, so that was trailhead. Apart from that, you have stack exchange and everything. So that we'll be talking about later. There you can say Salesforce community is there, right? Discussing you can say hotter issues, like if you are getting some issues those are not easily solvable, right? Then you go there and see the discussion, older discussion, and you find your solutions also, right? Like go there and see, I cannot create profile in Salesforce. Just Google it up. So, okay, here you see a lot of, you can say, communities are there, right? So see, this is the most popular one that I use a lot. Okay, and developers prefer a lot. Okay, stack exchange. Okay, here you'll be seeing like this, and here you see Salesforce standard help website. Okay, here you see, and it will be like that, and one answer will be marked as checked by the poster, whoever is posted question. So you can go there and post your question. Some expert a lot of experts are there also, right? They will be answering your question like, see, okay, that's how you need to do it. This is basically something else, entry by code, but yes, that you can do it, okay? And then you'll finding your solution. Okay, this is the solution. So this is Salesforce ecosystem, part of ecosystem, Stack Exchange, very famous website. All the developers know that. Okay, and this is the Salesforce standard website. Okay, that's how you need to do it. Go and everything, you step everything. Okay, and you see here also in Trailhead also you can do that. Okay? From Trailhead also you get it. Okay, okay. See all the descriptions. So these are the Salesforce ecosystem, part of ecosystem. Okay, now. So, okay, till here, any question, guys? I have not asked anyone. Any question? Anyone? Okay. Now, let's talk about Salesforce updates. Okay. So, Salesforce has 3 releases every year. Okay. This is winter, summer, and spring. Okay. So every year, Salesforce releases new features into Salesforce 3 times. Okay. So and what are those features? Either says if Salesforce is planning something and they are doing it, okay, and they are releasing new features like AI and everything. Recently, they released related to AI data cloud and everything. A lot of features will be released, okay, and all the documents and everything along with that. So those are called release notes and everything. So you will be reading about those only once you are done with the basic technology, okay. So 3 releases are there every year, and Salesforce release those. Along with new features, Salesforce fixes any older features also if people are complaining about it. Okay, complaining where in Salesforce Idea Exchange. Okay, so here this is Idea Exchange. So here you'll be getting basically ideas by developers or partners. Okay, means if you are facing some issue here, see related to any topic, if related to any topic you are facing any issue and a lot of people are facing that issue also, right, then they can mention that particular point here, okay, and then people can upvote it like, I also want it, I also want it, and it is creating issue for me while we are developing, we are facing this issue a lot. Then Salesforce has to pick up that point and they need to work on it and they need to release it as a feature. How? uh, like there was a feature, let me remember that. Okay, let's talk about this. This is also very very popular feature, okay, inline editing or for related list. Salesforce does not provide it, okay, by default, but people say like, I need it, it's very important for us, right? So users are asking every time, I need to go and develop it for them and everything. Please give it as a standard feature so that we don't have to develop it. And it's a fair ask, right? So if you read it out, yes, recently announced winter 8 feature in line editing is a fantastic advancement of the Salesforce user interface. However, it appears that this functionality will only be available for the record detail sections once you can say winter go live. Okay, so yes, that is correct. So means in line editing is what it is. You'll be having the title later, but it is comparing what at one more place. This feature is not given. Okay, so people are asking for it, and let me tell you why I know this, because one of the client also asked with me also like, I want this feature. And then I came here and see, okay, this is into idea exchange and yet not available for us. Okay, so then I told my client that it is not available. If you want to develop it, let me know, we can develop it, but right now standard feature is not available. Then they told, okay, no, hold on, we'll do it later. Now you can point here now, someone from Salesforce will be updating you, okay, and then people will be uploading. Now the 84,330 people will have uploaded it. Now basically the status is open, but here you see this is sub status on roadmap, means Salesforce has big data, okay, and he is product manager for it, okay, and posted by this person, this same person. Thank you to this, okay. That's how we need people here, okay, because you post it, people will be uploading it, okay. Salesforce will be picking up that feature, okay, yes, people want it, okay, exactly want it, okay. Then it will be assigned to some Salesforce person, they will be developing Salesforce Salesforce itself. We are not talking about sales application inside Salesforce. They will be developing Salesforce itself. Then you see on roadmap means they are working on it right now, and then it will be released in one of the releases, either winter, summer, or spring. Okay, and then it will be notified here also. If you see notification, okay. Any feature if we talk about filter. Alright, yeah. Means it will be mentioned like no closed and everything. Okay, up for privatization. So this is submitted. You see, because people have put it. This is submitted. This is submitted. This is submitted, and once picked up by Salesforce, you'll be getting like on roadmap and whatever status is mentioned by Salesforce. Later it will be as released. I don't know where is that filter. Okay, so right and everything that filter will be there. Like it is released. Okay, release. So that's how you can say developers means partners. So as you can say developers and admins, you would be called as Salesforce partners. Okay. So partners will be developing inside Salesforce, and they will be telling Salesforce, okay, that is what we want, that is what we want, and everything. Okay, and then Salesforce will be picking that up, they will be developing it, and they'll be releasing it. That's why they have 3 releases for it. Okay, and it's not that much easy, guys. Just pick it up and basically develop it, release it, because that's a running application. Thousands of organizations are using. Organizations, not it's not Facebook, guys. Okay, like people are using it, and like okay, for some time it is down, and okay, people say, okay, no, 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 it's not good, and then it is live again. No, if companies lose data, it is about the what you say, like reputation of Salesforce. So they follow very strict pipeline, everything. That's is Salesforce is a company of standard, right? So they follow all these, and then beta version is released, people are testing it and using it, then later you can say the main version is released, and it is introduced in the production system of the client orgs. Okay, so that's how the whole process is there. So it takes months, you can say, to release a feature, sometimes years also, right? So most of the ideas are pending for years here. Okay, so that's how tough it is to you can say maintain the application, because topmost priority is to keep all the orgs running, right? So sometimes you get downtime also, so where you can find that Salesforce trust status, I think. Persistence. So this is part of ecosystem. If there is any you can say outage on Salesforce, means there is any issue going on in any part of Salesforce. Okay, so you'll be getting logged here. See, 2 issues are going on here on these instances. So you'll be able to read everything later once you know. Okay, like in USA instances, Australia instances, these are going on, and what is the information available. Okay, this is the information available. You see, that's the issue going on in the org, means team is working and some issue is going on in the org. Sometimes you see feature degradation, so they have given some feature and everything, it is creating with the creating issue with the existing technology. So it is like that only. So it is part of ecosystem. Trust site means, okay, if you need to know, okay, the server is down or not. Okay, something is happening in the Salesforce server because my client is facing issue, just come here and check. I have done a lot of times. Client called me, okay, hey, I'm not able to log in, what is happening, bro? So it's like, no, no, let me check. Because if you're not able to log in, it should not be any configuration issue. First you need to log in and then see if something is wrong in the, or then I can check it, right? Then I need to go there to Salesforce, okay, what is happening, and then coming to trust side, okay, yeah, we are having some issue, please wait for some time, we cannot do anything, Salesforce will be taking care of it. Okay, that's all. You see, we provide transparency around service availability and performance of Salesforce products. So if you are having any performance issue or any service unavailability, it will be logged here like this. Okay, incident, maintenance, everything. Okay, that will be logged here. Okay, so that's how this is also part of Salesforce ecosystem, where you get the availability of all the instances. Okay, This is it. I think if I'm not missing on anything in ecosystem, if I am, you will be getting it known with the time. Okay, because it cannot be there. Like you cannot miss anything. Everything will be there once we are covering admin and development. Okay. Any one pinged? Yeah.
Yeah, Abhishek, Sampath here.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
can we see the accessible features or any applications which are right now in beta version in Salesforce?
Beta version. Yes, I think so. I remember that. There is one thing in flows. Even if I tell you, how would you know? You already worked on Salesforce?
Ah, yeah,
Okay, so what are you admin?
admin come developer.
Okay. So in beta feature, if we talk about, let me tell you. Okay. In flows, you use flows, right?
Yeah,
In flows, you have a action button, right?
yeah.
Remember that that is a beta feature. You have seen that? If you go
Yeah, I have seen the feature in flows, but what I'm asking, any applications which are right now in beta version, can we see in Salesforce App Exchange or any other place?
beta version in App Exchange, no, no, no. Beta version doesn't go in App Exchange. Beta version is, I am talking about Salesforce releases its feature as beta version. Okay, so there is a difference. Once a Salesforce application is released over the App Exchange, okay, and once the Salesforce releases a feature, okay, there is a difference. And what's that? You release your Salesforce applications over the App Exchange, correct? Salesforce releases its feature to the org itself, right? So what happens? Let me tell you the difference. Okay, so if you release any application, you can have beta version of the application only into your org. Where? Let me show you. That's a good question actually, but uh, both things are very different. Okay,
Yeah.
package manager. Okay, this is what you are seeing is beta version. Okay. Okay, this is what, let me show you the versions also so that you get. This is 1GP packaging, okay? First generation packaging. Now you see it is beta version, okay? Beta 2, right? So this is your Salesforce application, got it?
Yeah.
And this application is reviewed by Salesforce. Once I submit it, there is totally partner portal. There you submit your application. Sorry, this package. Salesforce reviews it. They get you security clearance. Okay, then only you can publish it to the app exchange. Correct? That much process is there, right?
Yes.
Then this beta version will not be remaining beta version. First, if I go there, I need to release it. You see, I did release it or not? Okay, so you need to release it as soon as you release this version. Okay, this beta version, this will not be any more beta version, this will be released version. Okay, then only we can submit it to Salesforce. Salesforce will review it and it will be going to app exchange. So in app exchange you don't have beta versions, that you are clear of, right?
Yeah.
So in app exchange you don't have any beta version. Now what is beta version? Of the features I'm talking about, this is what you have seen. This is application beta version. Okay, this will be in your org only. Okay, as soon as it is out of the org, okay, that would be not release version. Okay, means package I'm talking about, not for installation, for you can say security review. Okay, and publishing, correct? Then it will not be anymore the beta version. That much you are clear of, right? Now I am talking about features. Okay, like let's talk about, okay, like that button feature I'm talking about, right? So Salesforce, first Salesforce has developed it. Salesforce tested it inside the organization. Then they have released it to, you can say, say some instances only. Like there are, you can say AUS 01, okay, AUS 102, okay, Asia Pacific. What is it? ASPAC, I said. Okay, 101, maybe so. These are instances means we have considered we have 1 million instances on it. Okay, and we have 10,000 on it. Correct, and we have 100 on it. Okay, only 100 instances. So what Salesforce will do? Salesforce will collect the you can say right amount of instances, and they will release that particular for only those instances, right? Like for 100 only, they will be releasing a feature like action. What I am talking about, right? Inflows action as beta version. Why? Because Salesforce wants to know if this features is working fine with the production environments or some environments those are close to production. Okay, that's part of pipeline. Okay, they cannot release just like this version any feature all the orgs. Consider if it is having some issue with the existing technology or existing feature, then what will you do? Roll back for everything, or you'll break down any running environment just like that? No, that you cannot do, right? So first it will be releasing as a beta version, then it will be running for like 1 2 3 months 4 months, and Salesforce, the particular team who is responsible for that beta version or that particular feature, they will be monitoring it. Okay, they will be seeing, okay, on this you can say these all we are not facing any issue and people are using it. Okay, so they encourage to use beta versions, new technologies, right? So some people are using it, and if there is any issue, they give the feedback also. Then they develop it again also. And if this feature is creating an issue, Salesforce can do a rollback, right? Or they can prevent that particular feature to even release it full fledged, right? They can roll back that beta version also, right? And if it is not creating an issue, it is totally working fine as expected, then Salesforce will finally remove the beta you can say tag from it, and they will be releasing it to all of the org slowly. It's not like the suddenly they release for all of the org. They have their strategy, like first you can say that many, then that many, then that many, kind of thing. So that's how you get, like from this date this feature will be available in your org. That's called generally available. Okay, GA feature. Okay,
Yeah.
is general available feature. Okay, then you get this available for everyone. Okay, once any feature is premium, just like agent force, you don't get that agent force in your normal org, correct? You need
No.
to have special org for that. So that is a premium feature. Maybe in future they will be doing it generally available, I'm not sure, right? That's totally business what you say decision, right? So that's how the beta version is for, you can say, specific people, right? So you have seen that chat gpt beta version, right? So I think 3.5 to 4, right?
Yeah.
Was going to 4. There was a beta version. So will sorry was everyone having access of that beta version? No, some specific people were having, right? Who applied, like I want that beta version. So then ChatGPT OpenAI tested that, okay, it's working fine, then they released it for you can say general public, correct? That's how those are the beta versions we have talked about. Okay, that has nothing to do with the Salesforce app exchange product. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, any question on this one, guys? You can ask anything about you can say ecosystem and everything if you want to ask. Okay, we are nearly uh, to the end of, you can say, our session. Usually we are having you can say small sessions for now, 1 hour, 1 hour some minutes, but later these sessions will be going on full-fledged 2 hour sessions, because there will be topics we will have to cover. Okay, for now we are doing walkthrough. Okay, so these are small sessions because a lot of information is there for a lot of things, right? Later we'll be discussing less point but in very deep. Unless that point is finished, we'll be continuing the class for 2 hours, guys. Okay, so that's how those sessions will be there. Okay, so that should be it. I think in the ecosystem there is a web assessor, you can say website. Okay, I'm not sure, you need to go. I think people are already knowing about it who are working Salesforce already, but that is the website. You need to sign in. Once you need to you can say have the certification. That's later part, don't worry about. Whoever is using it, they are fine. Whoever is new, they first need to learn the technology, then opt for the certification. Okay, So that should be it, I guess, for today, guys. And that's a walkthrough of our okay front end, back end, everything. Now, this is the index, okay, that we have. We'll be discussing index also. This is divided in many parts, like introduction to Salesforce. That's what we are doing it for now. We need to spend much time here because then only you guys will be having the top view of the Salesforce, and then we'll be diving it into deep. Okay, additions and everything. Then we had data model. Okay, how data is stored. What is the backend structure of data. Okay, table content, object representation, and everything that we discuss. Security and access. Okay, we talked about it. User permission profiles and everything. So we have some topics here also. Okay, then automations. Things those are being done automatically in your Salesforce based on some conditions. Okay, we'll be talking about automations also. Okay, basically flows a lot. Okay, all others are retiring, okay. Some applications we will be talking about, that would be sales cloud, mostly, but a little bit about service cloud also, not that much. That would be in the end. Once we are done with our custom applications, we'll be little bit talking about sales cloud. Okay, managing data migration and everything, we'll be talking about that also. Report dashboard, obviously. Okay, very famous feature. Okay, then we'll be doing the customization of the UI. Okay, then managing Salesforce environments. Okay, we will show you sandboxes. We will show you change sets also. Okay, only in one sessions. Okay, and then we'll be having migration, everything discussed. Activity management, collaboration, chatters, and everything we're talking about. Okay, mobile app we'll be talking about. Lightning experience, that we already have discussed. Okay, a bit. Okay, interface, changing everything. Epic change we already have discussed. We'll be discussing more about it. Okay, then troubleshooting and everything. That many topics are related to admins only. Okay, and then later for development we'll be discussing more things. So that's how we'll be conducting our admin sessions, guys. Okay, and for each and every topic you will be getting a document like this. Okay, that should be it for today, guys. I guess if you have any question, you can ask, or we will be meeting in next session. Okay, with some, we'll be starting some, you can say, technical stuff there. That time. Any question, guys? Anyone?
Abhishek, can we go for the free certification available in the market, the AI and AI associate specialists?
Yes. Why not? Everybody's having that, I guess. But you know, if you are working, right, it should be
Yeah.
fine for you. But someone is new, it does not hold any value, right? They can have just certification. I think so, but yeah, if it is available free, you can opt it.
Yeah.
And let me stop recording, right?